I put forward with Qatar and Egypt a ceasefire and hostage deal. It's been endorsed by the UN Security Council. Now is the time for the parties to finalize its terms, bring the hostages home, and secure security for Israel and Gaza free of Hamas' grip, ease the suffering in Gaza, and end this war.
Well, NewsNation's Kelly Myers live in D.C. following all of this. Kelly, I know you have more on the president's address and then also, of course, on this intensifying situation in the Middle East.
Yeah, Nichole, we are watching this closely. The president he also spoke about the war in Ukraine. He spoke about the conflict with Israel and Hamas. This is his farewell address, and he mentioned in there a lot of hope, even though this comes at a dire time where the ceasefire and hostage deal remains at an impasse. And as you mentioned, the heightened tensions in the Middle East couldn't be higher at this moment. Despite all that, we said the president stuck to a hopeful tone, saying things, quote, can get better. We should never forget that, and that our task is to be stronger than the forces that try to pull us apart. President Biden speaking on the world stage for one of the last times with his farewell speech at the UN today. The speech also comes as Israel and Hezbollah continue to trade fire in Lebanon, a new Israeli airstrike today in the city of Beirut, and the death toll climbing to nearly 560 people, thousands fleeing from southern Lebanon. And as Biden spoke this morning, the camera cut away to Lebanon as the two sides remain on the brink of war. And today, President Biden essentially said war is not inevitable here. Take a listen.
Hezbollah, unprovoked, joined the October 7th attack, launching rockets into Israel. Almost a year later, too many on each side of the Israeli-Lebanon border remain displaced. Full-scale war is not in anyone's interest. Even if the situation has escalated, a diplomatic solution is still possible.
And as President Biden was speaking, Israel's prime minister put out a video. You could see it here. And what he said translates to loosely, quote, we'll continue to hit Hezbollah. He who has a rocket in his living room will not have a home. Now, it's unclear if Biden and Netanyahu will meet at the UN General Assembly in New York while he's there. Nichole.
All right, so Kelly, you mentioned at the top the president also spoke about the war in Ukraine. What did he have to say?
Yeah, and this is something that President Biden has been passionate about since Russia's invasion of Ukraine, making sure that the world knows the U.S. and allies will remain by Ukraine's side, and talking about the importance of NATO and saying there that the sides will stand together, calling for the U.S. to stand by Ukraine's side. He said, we cannot go it alone. A subtle snub there to his predecessor, former President Trump, who has threatened to walk away from NATO. You see there the latest video out of Ukraine and Russia in their war. Here's what President Biden had to say this morning. Take a listen.
Will we sustain our support to help Ukraine win this war and preserve its freedom, or walk away and let aggression be renewed and a nation be destroyed? I know my answer. We cannot grow weary. We cannot look away, and we will not let up on our support for Ukraine.
Now, President Biden is set to meet with Zelensky here at the White House later this week, as will Vice President Harris, set to meet with Zelensky. It comes at a time, as we said, the war continues, and the president, you heard there, speaking very firmly about continuing aid to Ukraine, as that remains really a controversial topic here on Capitol Hill in Washington. Nichole.
All right, Kelly Meyer live for us there in D.C. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your screen. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.